Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the home mentoring session of the accountancy. Myself, C.S.K. Khanna from Dashti Vidya School of Balakand. Dear students, as you all know that we are continuing the topic of the ledger. So today I will share with you more detail relating to this lesson and how the posting is done in the ledger. So first of all, we have to understand what a ledger is. Ledger is a part of the books of accounts and it contains the various types of the account, and those accounts contains the details relating to that particular account. Dear students, when we have to post the entry in those accounts, simply we say posting in the ledger, we have to follow certain rules. And what those rules are there, let's understand first of all those rules. All transactions relating to an account should be entered at one place. Two separate accounts should not be opened for posting transactions relating to same account. What it means that if you are posting 10 journal entries and in the 10 journal entries there is one common account of say cash, so you will open only one time the cash account. You are not required to open again and again separate cash account. So one common account contains the detail relating to all those 10 journal entries. Second very simple rule say the word to is used before the account which appear on the debit side of account, and word by is used before the accounts which appear on the credit side of an account. This is basically a protocol. You could say that it is a type of a custom that when we write in the debit side, we write the word to, and when we write in the account in the credit side, we use the word by. Likewise, if an account has been debited in the journal entry, the posting in the ledger should also be made on the debit side of such account. In the particular columns, the name of the other account which has been credited to the journal entry should be written for reference. Dear students, understand the rule is very simple that how we have to make the posting. It say if an account has been debited in the journal entry, the posting in the ledger should also be made on the debit side of such account. In the particular column, the name of the other account which has been credited in the journal entry should be written for reference. Dear students, you here understand that we use the opposite way, that debit account would be written in the credit side and credit should be written in the debit side, but you will understand only when we have the numerical. In the offline class, I had shared this numerical on the chalkboard in the class, but you will also understand here how the posting is done. Likewise, in the next point it say, if an account has been credited in the journal entry, the posting in the ledger should also be made on the credit side of such account. In the particular columns, the name of the other account which has been debited in the journal entry should be written for reference. So automatically, as we had did in the third point, same way we will also do through the fourth point. Similar amount which has been posted on the debit side of the account should also be posted on the credit side of another account. This is based upon the basic journal double entry system that there must be equal debit to the credit. Now, what are the purposes of posting JF? Dear students, when we record the journal entries, in the format we write the LF, which means ledger folio, practically which means the page number where it is to be posted in the ledger. While in the ledger, in the column we write the JF, which means the journal folio. Again, the page number of the journal from where the entry has been recorded here. So here JF means journal folio, LF means ledger folio means page number. Now, how the posting is done, that we have to understand. Dear students, while making the posting, we have to understand that the posting is to be done with reference to the type of the entry. I repeat, the rule of the posting is based upon the type of the entry. For this purpose, we categorize all the entries into two parts. One, we will say that simple entry and compound entry, and second it is the opening entry. For this lesson here at this moment, all the type of the entries we categorize into two parts. One category is comprising to the simple and compound entry, and other is called the opening entry. Now, while making the posting of the simple and compound entry, same way here understand that whatever is in the debit we have to write in the credit side, whatever is in credit that we have to write in the debit side, and comprise it that the amount must be total of debit and credit must be same to the different accounts. Same way rule here say, if an account has been debited in the journal entry, the posting in ledger should also be made on the debit side of such account. In the particular columns, the name of the other account which has been credited in the journal entry should be written for reference. Likewise, for the next point, we would also have to understand that with reference to the simple and compound entry, the same rule will be followed that the account which is debit in the journal entry should be posted in the debit, but the name of the other account which has been credited in the journal entry should be written for reference. How it will be done? We will understand with the help of a numerical. Now, with reference to the second category of entry which I share with you, that is opening entry. In the opening entry, debit balances are written in the debit side and credit balances are written in the credit side with the word to balance BD and by balance BD. Balance BD here means balance brought down. ये बैलेंस आगे लेके आया गया है. बैलेंस brought down BD, बैलेंस आगे लेके आया गया है. लाइकवाइज जो डेबिट बैलेंस होंगे एसेट्स अकाउंट के, पर्सनल अकाउंट्स के, उनको हम डेबिट साइड में रिस्पेक्टिव अकाउंट में लिखेंगे. Likewise, the credit balances, they should be written in the credit side of that particular account. Again, in the debit side, we write the to balance BD. In the credit side, we will write the by balance BD. You may have noticed a difference in making the posting of the simple and compound entry and the opening entry. With reference to the simple and compound entry, we have the opposite relation. While in case of the opening entry, we would have the direct or positive relation that debit balances, they are written in the debit side and credit balances, they should be written in the credit side. Now, after making all the posting, we have to balance them. How that posting is to be done, how the balancing is to be done, that I would continue in my next video. But I request you, please understand very carefully that how the balances is to be done and how the posting is to be done in the ledger.